what is his name? And what is the name of his son? Why is it that in the Old Testament there's no mentioning of a son?
Who told you there's no
Jesus?
mentioning? Want me to give you a mention? I can give it to you. Here, Proverbs 30, verses 3 and 4. Hold on, my friend.
But don't play no games.
I gave you the verses. Proverbs chapter 30, verses 3 and 4. What games? Let me read it. I'll give you the link to the Hebrew. I neither learned wisdom nor have knowledge of the Kadoshim. Kadoshim is plural of Kadosh, holy ones. I don't have knowledge of the holy ones, meaning these holy ones are beyond my ability to understand. Now watch this. Who has ascended?
Who has gone up to heaven and come down?
Yes.
Whose hands have gathered up the wind?
Go ahead.
Who has wrapped up the waters in a cloak?
Keep going.
Who has established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is the name of his son?
So Shamoun is saying that the Trinity is in the Old Testament. And the Son is mentioned in the Old Testament. Well, let's see what your own Christian study Bibles have to say about that. Okay, first of all, holy ones. If I go to the Bible, and I'm going right now, go to Proverbs chapter 30 and see for yourself if it says holy ones or holy one. That's the first thing you guys need to check out. So let's do this, right? Okay, 30 verse. Okay, let me see. Verse 3. Yeah, got it right here. Let me compare to other Bibles. Okay, here you have it. What do we have? We have Holy One. We have, like the King James Bible, nor have the knowledge of the holy. Just holy. Then we have Holy One. The other says Holy Ones. Holy. So the thing is, there are different Bibles, and one is saying Holy One, yeah, and the other is saying Holy Ones. You know what Shamoun is saying, right? It's plural, so it has to be more, right? Okay, but we're gonna get into that. I got my study Bible, and I'm gonna start with the Orthodox study Bible. Yeah, let me start with this one for you guys, okay? All right. What does this one has to say about? Okay. This is the explanation. This is the only explanation that this study Bible is giving me when it comes to chapter 30, verse 4. Let me read what it says. Well, you can read it with me if you want. It says, these verse ask 6 questions. The answer to the first 5 is Christ. Just believe it. The first answer, or the answer to the first 5 questions is Christ. Why? We have no idea. I mean, they say it and you gotta believe it and shut up. Okay. The 6th is Christians. So when it comes to Shamoun is saying, the Son, it refers to Jesus. Well, according to this Bible, it says children. Why does it say so? Well, if I go to Proverbs in this study Bible, let's read what it says. Well, first of all, verse 3, it says holy things, not holy one, not holy ones, holy things. So it's a thing, right? It's a thing. You get it? Thing. Okay. Then he goes on to say, what is his name and what is the name of his children? Children, not child, one, children. It's plural. So, and then if you go to, then if you click on this little cross right here, it goes to the explanation. The 6 verses ask 6 questions. The answer to the first 5 is Christ. Like I said, just take it from them. No explanation whatsoever. The answer to the 6 is Christian. So the children, it's not about the son, according to this study Bible. But okay. Let us go to the Jewish study Bible. I mean, Proverbs is a Jewish book, right? So let's see what they have to say. And I'm at the Jewish study Bible. So Sam Shamoun, boo all you want, but let's see what they have to say. Okay, Proverbs. Let me see. Where is it? Okay. They also say Holy One. Yeah, Holy One, not Holy Ones. Not children, Holy One. Okay. Then they are saying, we should translate, but I do not possess knowledge of the Holy One. So, I know it's plural in Hebrew, like Elohim is plural, but do you say Elohim in Genesis chapter 1 verse 1, or do you say God? Huh? So, quit playing games with the words. Okay. Verse 4, these provocative questions may be answered in different ways. 1, God, and He is alone, has done these things. As Job chapter 38 and 41, human wisdom consists in recognizing God's infinite and incomparable powers. 2, no human. This has done to them. Either way, the point is that God is infinitely powerful and wise, and man lowly and limited. Human intellect, therefore, must bow down before God's word. So, nothing about the Son, but they're Jewish. They're Jews. I mean, yeah, it's their book, so, well, they know it, right? Well, okay. Let me go to another study Bible. Let me go to another study Bible, and I'm going to the New Interpret Study Bible. Yeah? Okay, let's go. What does this one have to say when it comes to what Sam Shamoun is saying? Okay, let's see. Yeah, here he goes. Yeah, got it right here. The words of Agur, son of Jacob, with the exception of this phrase, the Hebrew of verse 1 is so difficult that commentators question the text and or its meaning of almost every word. As a result, major English translation differed significantly. So you have many different Bibles who translate it different. So it's one thing. The best solution is to read verse 1 in light of the context of the verses 2 to 6. Agur confesses his inability to inquire genuine wisdom. He then turns to a series of rhetorical questions. Alright? With the only possible answer. With only one possible... Can I... Come on, what's this? I cannot do it? Okay. The only possible answer, God. God alone is the all-powerful creator. Finally, Agur direct asserts the reliability of God's words. In view of this context, it seems best to read 1 because the NRSV, I am where with God, or the NAB, I am not God, as human. Agur's efforts to gain perfect wisdom only weary him. Nothing to say about the Trinity, nothing to say about Jesus being in Proverbs and things like that. So, boom! Okay, but I'm not finished yet. Let's go to the 5th edition, fully revised and expanded, the New Oxford and Annotated Bible, NRSV. Okay, what does this study Bible, Oxford Study Bible, has to say? And well, okay, let's just let's check it out. Okay, let me see, where do I have it? Bam, bam, bam. Here, lots of things that I got right here. Let me see. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, here you go. Okay. Proverbs. Yeah, Proverbs. You see it right here. Proverbs, chapter 30. What do they say? Holy ones. Well, they say it's plural, not holy one, not holy things, holy ones. but there's a little C behind it. So what does this C has to say? So let's see what this C has to say. Where is it? C. Or Holy One. So it's Holy Ones or Holy One. You choose, right? Okay. Well, let's see. Verse 4. Rhetorical question to which answer is only God. Yeah, and then instead of child, yeah, son, a student of wisdom, in this case, Agar. So according to this study Bible, when it comes to son, it's Agar. Somehow, some way. So, yeah. Hey. Don't shoot me, I'm just the messenger. Boom! I'm back. Yeah, let's go on. Yeah. I got the Oxford Bible commentary right here. And what do these guys have to say when it comes to, well, the holy ones and all that stuff that this guy is saying? So let's see. You know, the main things highlighted, so have to search for them. Okay, let's go. Come on. Yeah, here we go. Got it right here, Proverbs, yeah? The saying of Agar, chapter 30. While holy ones could refer to the divine council, it's better taken as a reference to God himself, the Holy One. So it could refer to, God's holy divine council, holy ones. That's why it says holy ones, plural. But it's better to take as a reference to God himself. Okay. Yeah? Children, son, Jesus, according to you, yeah? Okay. Like those in Job chapter 38 and 41 emphasizes the inscrutability of God's ways. The ascent and descent to end from heaven is a biblical and ancient Near Eastern motive for the arrogant attempt to attain knowledge of the eternal truth and become like gods. The ironic chance of the end of verse 4 is to produce such a person. Yeah? God alone has the power and wisdom to rule his creation and is enveloped in mystery which human wisdom is unable to fathom. And then it just goes on talking about other things. So it's not talking about the Trinity, it's not talking about the Son being in the Old Testament. So yeah, okay, let's go on. I got another one. I'm not done yet. What I got right here is the New Jerome Biblical Commentary. And let's see what they have to say when it comes to, well, yeah, let's just see what they have to say, okay? Proverbs. All right, I'm at Proverbs right here, as you can see. Yeah, Proverbs. And they say, regarding holy ones, holy things, the sons, children, they say the following. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Okay, they say the following. Yeah, got it right here. Whoop, here we go. What do they say? Yeah. Question reminiscent of Job and Isaiah emphasizes God's transcendence. Verse 4 poses the riddle, his name, Yahweh, his son's name is Israel. So according to this biblical commentary, the son's name is Israel. It's talking about the Jews. It's not talking about Jesus whatsoever. So yeah, that's that one, right? Okay, but let me go to another one right here. And this is the last one that I want to share. The last one. This is the Anchor Yale Bible Commentary series regarding Proverbs. Yeah? Okay. They say the following. And as you can see, part Proverbs chapter 30. Okay, let's go. What do these guys have to say? Yeah, and I highlighted a few things, and I want you guys to listen. Listen, okay? First of all, Agur contrasts these virtues with wisdom and knowledge of the Holy One, a distinction foreign to the rest of the book of Proverbs. So, Holy One, not holy ones, not children, or holy things, or whatsoever, the Holy One, okay. Or have knowledge of the Holy One, and, you know, it says, Wadak Kodusim, plural, just like, you know, Sam Shamoun has pronounced it better than me, it's plural. That's what it says, plural, but they translate it as Holy One. Elohim is plural in Genesis, but it translated as God, singular. So same thing over here. But let's go. But I do not have knowledge of the Holy One. Further, they say the same thing, Holy One. Okay, but then it comes knowledge of the Holy One. Da'at Qadusim, plural. This phrase, used also in Proverbs 9:10, is open to various interpretation. They have three interpretations when it comes to Qadushim of Qadusim, the thing that Sam Shamoun is saying. Okay. Number one, knowledge of holy matters, holy things, like we heard before in the other Bibles. And they say this is one of the things, and Agur does say that it is impossible to attain, only that himself has not learned. So one of the things is Holy One, or knowledge of the holy matters. Okay. The other is knowledge such as possessed by the holy ones, that is, the angels. Okay. However, it will be tried for any human to disclaim a superhuman knowledge, level of knowledge. So this is not the one that they are accepting. Okay. The third one is knowledge of the Holy One, that is God. This explanation advocates the most medieval and is the most probable. Da'at Qadusim has equivalently in Da'at Elohim, knowledge of God, Elohim plural, but they say God, not gods. And Da'at Elyon, knowledge of the Most High, not Most Highs, Elyon, highs, okay, is parallel to fear of the Lord in Proverbs 9:10. Qadusim is an epithet of God. Then does it say, Da'at Qadusim, most of the medieval understood it, the plural, as a plural of majesty. I'm not saying it, they are saying it. So, okay. We go on to the Son. 4 questions are reprised by a double question and a challenge to respond to them. The questions are really the same and have a single response. As a singular, his name, his son, in verse 4 shows 3 responses to these questions are possible. 1, someone. So when it refers to the son, it's someone. 2, God. 2, God. 3, no one. Okay. Let's examine the first one, talking about someone. They say, but this answer can be excluded since no human could conceivable have done these things, and even if someone had done to them, ignorance of his identity would be irrelevant to the human condition. 2, God. Of course, Murphy considered this answer to be obvious. It's talking about God. This answer causes difficulties in verse 4, for though he could answer the first question by Yahweh, who would his son be? Well, if the first question is Yahweh, well, who is his son? According to Sam Shamoun, it's Jesus Christ. But let's go on. Traditional Christians interpret naturally answer that this is Christ. And the Lichis maintain this interpretation, but it's obvious anachronistic. Says that the answer to verse 4 are Yahweh and Israel. Again, Israel, not Jesus. Follows Franklin follows the LXX vocalization Beneu, his sons. So the LXX is not talking about son, it's talking about sons. Okay. Which he understands as a reference to the angels. Okay. But there would be no point in asking who can recall the name of Israel or angels, as if their glory or identity were relevant here. Okay, number 3, no one, of course. This is the intended response. So when it comes to his sons, what is the answer? According to this biblical study, commentary study, no one, of course. This is the intended response. Yeah? Because it's a rhetorical question. The scope of the question is implicitly confined to humanity, because Agur is speaking about the iniquities of human wisdom. This is a fact known to all, and Agur adducts it to remind the reader of his own ignorance. Humans must always be aware that they are infinitely less powerful and wise than God. Therefore, they must rely on him and his words. So, according to this study Bible, and all the other study Bibles, Sam Shamoun, it is not talking about holy ones referring to the Trinity. It's not talking about Holy One, Holy Ones, children, or whatsoever. I mean, you guys don't know it. There are many different biblical commentaries who have different answers to this. So it's not a definite Trinity and Son refers to the Christ. No. Okay? So stop with the nonsense. Stop with the... And you guys, Christians, are taking Sam Shamoun at face value. Everything he says has to be true. Come on, man. Go read some books, man. Go read some books. Christian books. Okay?